Hi, my name is Tom Lose, and I'm a principal systems architect here at StrikeReady. Today, I'm going to show you how to get started with a robust abuse mailbox two-thread incident management workflow with no code and with a deployment time of under 10 minutes. Abuse mailbox is one of the most widely deployed use cases for SOAR, but also one of the biggest headaches. Your users are receiving email, and some of which is suspicious, so they end up reporting it to you, the SOC, for analysis. You're used to being stuck using a SOAR and maintaining playbooks that need to be updated constantly as you want to add capabilities or add analysis engines, which ultimately ends up in a lot of upkeep. Let's take a look at how easy it is to achieve your outcomes in StrikeReady. So let's start off over in Gmail. As a user, I have this email over here, and I'm concerned about it. I'd like to go report this. It's as easy as using our Fish Inspector button, which is available on the marketplace. Hit continue, add some remarks, concerned about this email, hit report phishing, and this now gets transparently, without any other interaction from the user, sent over to StrikeReady and analyzed through all of the triaging workflows. And that's it. Everything else is going to be done inside of StrikeReady. So let's go over there. As I jump into my alerts queue, I can see that I have this alert, SRA 2149, assigned to me, and the source of this is abuse mailbox. There is a high priority and a verdict of malicious. I'll jump into this email and take a look at what the platform has already done for me. It's extracted everything out of the headers, done a whole bunch of investigation for me on the DKIM and DMARC and SPF, and it's told me that this came from our StrikeReady mailbox inspector for Gmail, which is exactly what had happened. The platform has pulled out all these artifacts and enriched these and analyzed these across all of the analysis engines inside of the platform. And because of the severity of what it's already found, it has up-leveled this into a case. And so let's go dive into that case right now. On the left side, in striking points, we're going to see all the summary of what happened inside of the case. This is the who, the what, and the where and the why. We see the information about the email, the subject line, the fact that it came from abuse mailbox, and the victims in question. Our top domain here is M365, and the bottom one here is our Gmail domain. So I'll be working in that one today. When you browse over to artifacts, you can see all the artifacts that were already analyzed earlier inside of the alert view. But what you can also now do is hit the SAM browse button. So let's say you have a domain and you're curious about what's being hosted on the domain. Is there a CAPTCHA or something else that you should be taking a look at? And so you can actually see in the SAM browser a virtual machine which you can interact with. Go ahead and hit any page out there that you would like to, take your screenshots and add this to your investigation. And so again, the outcome here is that you don't have to pivot from inside of StrikeReady to an external tool to do this pretty basic analysis. And the next thing is you may want to take a look at the details of this indicator. So you hit the details button, and now you are presented with all of the information, the enrichment about what this domain is. But also you can take a look at all of the analysis engines that are inside of StrikeReady, of which there are 25 pre-built, pre-licensed, and curated specifically for incident investigation. And all of this is done at machine speed with no playbooks, and you didn't have to do anything. This is automatically enabled inside of StrikeReady for every single indicator that is coming in. And so that's how you get all your malicious or suspicious or clean verdicts. So all of that's already done for you. And browsing over, you may want to also take a look at the assets that are involved in this investigation as well. And this is where our platform is a little bit different than everything else out there. We're not only taking a look at those indicators, we're also trying to give you situational awareness and that extra context about what you're actually investigating. So not only the identities, the email addresses that are involved, but the endpoints that are involved that are tied to that identity as well. So all that information is coming into a single place. You can even go so far as to opening up who the victim is and then taking a look at all the open vulnerabilities that are on the host as well. and turning that into a whole nother workflow that I'm going to walk through in another video. So coming back to our investigation, we may want to start to take some additional L2 investigational actions. We can collaborate with our team down here in the comments section, upload photos or screenshots or other things like that. But let's take a look at, some of the things that I've already done over here on the timeline. I'll recreate those. So number one, let's go ahead and take a look at any other instances that I have seen this email, either the sender or the subject or anything like that, anywhere else inside of our Gmail mailboxes. I want to sweep and hunt across the whole enterprise. So you could do that very, very easily. You pick your integration, just like I did. We will take a look at that email address that is pulled out of this email, which is a source of our alert. And now we see all 6 of these emails that are pulled out. And I have just now hunted across the entire enterprise and found all these emails from this actual sender. And even more importantly, if I wanted to, I can go from the hunt and the search to taking all of these and moving these over to spam all at one time. I'm going to walk through that in another step. And the next thing that you may want to do is you may want to look through all your data stores. So whether you're a user of Splunk or Microsoft Sentinel or Sentinel-1 Dataset or Singularity Data Lake, Elastic, it doesn't really matter to us. You may want to get to all that data and take a look for any instances of those indicators across all the telemetry in the enterprise. And that's very, very easy to do just from inside of StrikeReady. I'll pick my zone. I will pick my integration. You can pick any one of these, hit the next button, pull your artifacts, and tell the platform to go hunt through the entire data store for any instances of that. And so I've already done that earlier with all 3 of our SIMs, and I didn't find any instances, any events that are tied to any of those indicators. And so that's great. And so as I showed earlier, you may also want to do a couple other things. You can also take this user of which you already know is the sender of your spam, and you may want to add this user as a block rule into Gmail or M365. So I can do this in Gmail, unselect my Microsoft, add this in Gmail, and just write this is a spam or phishing sender. Let's block them, please. And so you can hit the next button. And then hit the proceed button. And now what'll end up happening is the platform is going to now go deploy a block rule inside of Gmail. So any more emails that come from this user are just not going to happen. And then what you can do on top of that is you may want to actually turn this and create this into an external ticket. Or even before that, you may want to go and remove the email from the user's inbox. So you can do that before the user even has a chance to get to that email. So you can come to actions and then go and move the user's emails. We'll pick our integration. And if you recall, I could have done this en masse earlier, but I'm choosing to do this as a singular action. But this could have been done earlier after you did your search. I'm going to pick our labs domain, which is my Gmail here. And just as a verification, we do have this email over here in Gmail, so we can pay attention to it. I can then take this email and select it, hit the move button, and now the platform is going to do exactly what I just told it to do. Go and move this email out of our user's inbox. And so what you'll notice is the email is right here. I'll refresh my email and it's disappeared. I'll move over to our spam filter and refresh this, and there's our email. And so all of this was accomplished from inside of StrikeReady, never having to open up any Google admin console or Gmail admin console. You could do it all from a single location. It's just that easy. And it's a lot more efficient because you're not having to go and pivot from each window to each window. And ultimately, once you're done with the whole investigation, you then have to go and record this out to some external system of record. In this case, I've integrated ourselves into Jira, and so I want to go and create a ticket over in Jira. I'm going to pick my zone, and pick our integration of Jira, hit the next button. Our platform is going to take and pull apart all the things that are our structured parts of our fields here and allow you to add some things to this ticket. So let's say I want to add our description. I want to add all the malicious artifacts and the verdict and the sources and some notes, right? So all the notes, all this kind of stuff. I want to add all of this and put this into this ticket. Hit the done button. And what you'll notice is our platform over on the timeline side is going to create that as a job and create that ticket for you and let you know that the ticket was made, give you the name of the ticket, and allow you to see what the contents of the ticket were. So that entire workflow and the whole investigation was done from inside of StrikeReady. You had done several investigative actions and remediation actions on top of this case, and you never had to leave the platform, which allows you to be more efficient and to get more done in less time. SOAR is dead, and there's a better way to move forward. I'd love to spend more time with you and walk you through how we do this inside of a demo. So please take a look at our website and let us know about a demo. We'd love to talk to you. Thank you very much.